Probably had a good ass day at work and then came home and was like, "How I gotta beat my son's ass."
Did you record the road?
Yep.
Let's go. That means we're live. Welcome back to R2K.
I'm not ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's your thing anyways.
No, you can start.
No.
Wait,
Actually, you know what? I want to say it. I want to say it
Welcome
today.
back to R2K,
I wanna say it
the
today.
number 2 podcast,
You're not
because we
saying
all
what?
know who number
number
1
one
is,
is.
baby.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome back to R2K, the number 2 podcast in the world, because we all know who number 1 is. To my right, we got Rudy. On the other side of the couch beside Rudy, we got Kyle. And then to my left, who do we have, boys? We got a guest today, guys. We got Jay in the house.
What up?
What's up, Jay?
Hey, is that
What's
good or
up?
What's up, Jay? Thanks for coming, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
How did this transpire?
How did what transpire?
This has been years in the making.
Oh, like Jay on the podcast?
Yeah.
We've been friends since high school. This was like
that's not
13 years ago.
Oh, he's talking about how did it
how did we
transpire
get Jay on the pod?
pod? Yeah.
Oh, I spoke with you last night.
Like a
I said
20-second convo.
it was like literally 20. I said, "Hey." Jay said, "Hey." Like, what are you doing? Working. You want to do a podcast? Sure. That was literally it. And now you here. Thanks for coming out, Jay.
We here.
So, yeah, what do you
Jay,
think?
can you believe this guy? He called me and said, "Hey, can we have Jay on?" He asked me for permission.
I did not ask, can we?
And what did you say?
I said, "Absolutely."
Of course. When did I say that?
Because I run this shit.
When did I
You
say that?
FaceTimed me, bro.
I didn't
Hey,
say,
Rudy.
can we?
Rudy, how good is this?
Swine is
Yeah, what is this, by the way?
You
Cheers,
notice-
guys.
You notice
Cheers.
what that? Hey, look what that glass is trying
I saw it
with.
says-
You see that?
Y'all have
Trump
some
wine.
different-
Yeah, Jay's drinking some Four Roses. We got ourselves some, what is it exactly?
Some wine.
Moscato.
Well, I know it's
Steve.
wine, but
Cheers.
Cheers.
Jay.
hey, did you guys know?
Cheers.
Yeah, well, let me drink first. Cheers to everybody at
Never
home.
cheer- You never cheers without following it up with it.
Absolutely not.
And you never cheers
And
without looking somebody in the eye.
Look someone in the eye.
That's a Hungarian tradition, actually.
Yep.
If you cheers, always look in the eye.
And then also what our dad always says, which I love, you always finish a drink in another man's house. Or in any house, really. If someone gives you a drink, you finish that drink in the house. If you don't,
What if it's
there's
nasty?
there's a bad. I mean, if there's like a poop in it or something.
No, if you just don't like it.
Oh,
Yeah, like Jay said,
like,
that whiskey over there was really spicy. What if he just like didn't?
you got to finish it. You got to finish it.
I'm
Toughen
gonna
up.
finish it.
Toughen up.
I'm gonna finish
That's
it.
right.
I'm not saying you
Hey,
toughen
It
up.
burns.
You got to
though.
red pill that shit.
Absolutely. Yeah, Jay, you asked us.
Yes.
I guess that's the first topic we can discuss on this episode. Jay asked, what's the difference between red pill and blue pill? So, have you seen the movie The Matrix? Have you ever seen that movie?
The old ass Matrix.
Yeah, the first one. Was there another Matrix before the main one?
I feel like there's
Yeah, one just came out like 6 months ago.
Well, that's Resurrections, I think.
It's still a Matrix movie.
No, I know,
I've
but that's not the
seen-
first one.
Oh,
I've seen.
yeah. There's only one first.
I've seen bits and pieces.
Gotcha. Okay,
Watched it all the way through.
well, The Matrix, what it is, and I guess this movie honestly kind of got brought up. What?
I was
you-
just looking at Kyle because we're doing the no headphones thing.
How is it?
Is it awkward?
It's good.
It's better with the headset. That's why you said it's good.
It is nice with the headphones.
Yeah. Saying it's good.
I can just feel like I can hear.
It is nice.
I
with the
hear
headphones.
Robert.
It
very
feels more
well.
efficient
Yeah.
with the headphones on.
Yeah.
But I feel like with this, I don't try as hard. Like with the
Oh,
headphones,
really?
I gotta try hard. Or like this, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, maybe we don't have to necessarily try hard, but we have to have good conversation. And if the headphones give you an ability to speak more, then
That's true. We are on a
Wear the
podcast,
headphones.
so we should speak more.
Yeah.
of course.
Not to distract.
Anyways,
Continue.
Yeah. Anyways, The Matrix, I guess it was brought up again recently because it was a huge movie. Like, I don't know when it came out. Maybe I should do research before. But anyways, I think it came out like 20 years ago. But I think it's repopulating now because of Andrew Tate. Do you know who that is? You know who Andrew Tate is.
Yeah.
So, and he's always saying, escape the Matrix. You don't want to be stuck in the Matrix. Don't be a blue pill. You want to be red pill. And what red pill and blue pill is in the movie The Matrix, Neo, he was the main character in the movie, and he was pretty much stuck in the rat race, just doing what everybody else is doing in this world. 9 to 5, wake up, get ready for work, drive to work, go back home, eat, sleep, repeat for 40 years.
Right.
And that's in the movie. That's what Neo was doing. He was, I can't remember exactly. He was like a computer tech or something. But during the movie, it was like right at the start. I think I can't remember exactly, but I believe he got kidnapped. Kidnapped. And I had to put my drink down. Anyways, he got kidnapped, and he met this guy. His name was Morpheus.
Right.
And bro, Morpheus. Y'all seen Matrix, right? Morpheus is a
I need
badass.
to watch it all the way through because
It's so good because
Morpheus is one with the sunglasses, but they ain't got no arms on him, right?
that's the big old,
hold on.
big old black boy.
Hold on.
Why's he got to be black, Jay?
I mean, no racial, but he is black.
It's just facts.
I just wanted to prove a point with that statement. That's all.
Jeez.
Yeah, right. You just got owned. You got put in your place by our guest.
I didn't get owned. What did I get owned by?
All right, here we go. So we're accurate
Factual
because I didn't do. All right, so The Matrix came out in 1999, and I truly believe that this movie still pertains right now to this day, 2022.
Oh, absolutely.
The way that movie was and what they were talking about portrays to this day
That
right
movie
now.
told the future.
Absolutely. So Keanu Reeves, you know who Keanu Reeves is? He's the main character, Neo, and he met Lawrence Fishburne. That's Morpheus.
Right.
And Neo sat down with Morpheus, and Lawrence Fishburne was talking to him about the Matrix and how everything that you see isn't what it is. Like the world isn't what it is. You need to escape it because you're just trapped and you're a slave to the world. I'm explaining the movie.
It's just a joke between me and Kyle.
Yeah,
Continue.
chill, bro.
They're over there clinking glasses, having a grand time.
Okay, anyways, in the movie, Morpheus is explaining to Neo how most people, 98% of the world, they're just slaves to the world. They're a slave to the workforce. Everyone does the same thing. So, after he explained to him how he's a modern day slave. God bless. Fucking
What?
y'all can say it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Me and Kyle just having a good time. Go ahead.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, should I answer your messages? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You just saw that?
Sorry, buddy.
After
Go, Robert.
So, anyways, in the movie, third fucking time trying.
No one stopped you.
We're not trying to interrupt you. We're just cheersing. I'm literally looking like
You're
"Hey,
yeah,
this
and
is
you're
good."
snickering over there.
I said, hey, this is good.
Yeah, like
And then we
whatever.
cheers.
All right. So, anyways, in the movie, he's explaining to him all that how he's a slave to the world again,
Right.
and he says you need to make a choice right now, and he has 2 pills in both of his hands. You take the red pill, and I show you the truth, and I show you how far the rabbit hole goes, meaning how everything he's seen in this world is a lie. Or you can take the blue pill and stay the exact same way you are and just be a slave to the world. And he was saying most people are so deep in the blue pill that they'll even fight and defend the slavery of the modern day world, of the modern society. So in the movie, obviously, Neo, I mean, boring if he took the blue pill, he took the red pill and he found out the truth of the world and how everything he saw in the world, like literally us, the way we're living right now, is just a lie, just to keep you trapped in the workforce. So in the movie, he took the red pill, he became this badass, and he figured out really how the world actually runs. So pretty much what you want to be like, you want to take the red pill. You don't want to be a blue pill, just a slave to the world.
Which basically means vote for Trump in 2024.
Whoa.
Trump.
I can't hear you.
Dude, you know I
hear.
can't go without. You know I can't.
Hey, it's okay.
It's just a joke.
I mean, dude, we know
I don't care that much.
I know you can't say you don't care that much when you literally have a Trump winery glass, right?
Well, it's because I ordered some of his wine and it came with it.
I gotcha.
Fancy.
Well, so yeah, that's the difference between red pill and blue pill. And if you had that decision, which would you take, red pill or blue pill? Would you choose to be a slave? Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Would you be a slave to the world and just accept it, or would you want to figure out how far the rabbit hole goes?
Of course, I'd want to see how far the rabbit hole goes.
That's the answer. So that's the difference between red pill and blue pill. You don't want to be a blue
I
pill.
think.
Yeah,
I
but
think,
is it a real thing though?
and that's what I was just
To an
gonna
extent,
say,
I mean,
like,
it's a movie, but it's a movie. They make it a movie, so you're like, oh, it's just a movie. It's not real. It's
Right.
real.
Yeah,
I think it's real.
that's how they do it to kind of shrug it off.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're presented, if you're like the characters in the movie, if you're presented with the absolute truth versus, the blue
Why
pill,
wouldn't you want
the
to
blue
know?
pill? Everyone will choose a red pill in that
real.
sense. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know if y'all remember.
What's hard is doing it in this world, in our reality.
Yeah. But what's hard is, of course, there was a guy who took the red pill and he saw the truth. And guess what he said? I wish I took the blue pill anyways. So I didn't
the
know.
movie?
In the movie, he's like, I wish I took the blue pill anyways.
That's the propaganda machine trying to sell the blue pill.
Yep.
So basically, I need to go back and watch this movie because all I remember is Neo dodging bullets. And
Yeah, I was gonna say bullets.
After like that, honestly, like that part of the movie, it's just action.
because that's
But
like all I remember.
Yeah, what they actually say at the start, dude, it's so good.
And I remember like
So
one guy being on that team or whatever, and him like betraying them. And
Yeah, there was one guy. Yeah, he betrayed all them. What's going on? At all?
Well, how's it not working?
Guys, we're having technical difficulties with Rudy's mic, so he may be MIA for a bit.
You can continue.
Oh, it's working now. Hello.
You're here.
It'll probably go away in a second.
Hey, you got it kind of backwards though.
Sorry, I just wrote it.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
Fucked it all up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
Here.
Hey, buddy.
You're here, hey.
Oh, what up, man? Let's go.
Welcome.
Hopefully, it stays like that.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully.
Good. So yeah, I hope everyone here and watching, I hope you would take the red pill. Honestly, I really do.
Why?
Because why would you want to be literally? It's modern day. It's literally modern day slavery.
It's not even about escaping the 9 to 5. It's just about seeking the truth. And if it happens to be where the quote unquote blue pill is the truth, well, then at least you know what the truth is.
True.
It's all about knowing the truth. Is really what it boils down.
I'd rather take the blue pill. It's safe, easy.
Comfortable. No,
Because it's what you already know.
What's the truth?
absolutely.
But I haven't gone through what Keanu Reeves went through in The Matrix, and I still know.
Well, in the truth, it was just like
What if I take the blue pill and know what the truth is?
But it's basically like you wanting to live in the now rather than
Kyle,
live
what you
into the
just said. That's them just spreading their propaganda. They're making you think of all these. What if I took this when you don't?
All it is to cast doubt.
But you hear all these people
Y'all
like
convinced?
live in the now.
Y'all convinced me.
Okay, have you seen another?
Y'all convinced me.
All right.
I'm taking the red pill.
Have you seen Divergent? Have you guys seen the Divergent series?
believe so?
That's like the
Have you?
Hunger Games.
Yeah, have you guys seen that?
Yep.
There's literally a scene where they inject as like some serum into like these people's skin, and there was a few that were called like you were, I forget what it's called, but you were set as somebody like you're
Like a job.
Yeah, you're like a Dahmer or what is it? I forget what it was. Do you remember? Like what your job was?
I don't want to be that Dahmer.
I actually want to ask Jason a question about Dahmer.
I forget what it was.
Go ahead. I'm
being dead serious.
Dude, I've seen it like 3 times.
Yeah.
I've binged it.
Oh,
Did
hold
you
on,
watch
but-
our
hold-
okay,
It's so
we're going back
intriguing.
to it. We'll get back to it.
Yeah, before we talk about just Divergent series as well, it's the same thing. There were people who were named Divergent, and the Divergents were like the Neos when you took the red pill. And if you were a Divergent, they would literally kill you in the movie. They wanted you to literally be a robot and slave and listen to their every word. So if you were a Divergent, they tried to kill you. So
Isn't it like a series too? There's
it's like 3 of them.
yeah.
So you say not to take things political, but does something like stand out there, like political wise, like comparing the red pill versus the blue pill?
Oh yeah, Democrat versus Republican.
Is it
yeah.
crazy that they choose red and blue?
Huh. Yeah, I've never. It's
Well-
interesting to think like that.
Well, do you think the whole purpose of the United States, our government, is to divide?
I
Because
think that's the agenda, not the purpose.
yeah, well, I like that. But it's funny how we're the United States, but yet you have the first thing you have to do. You
Pick a
gotta go.
side.
You have to go vote. Pick a side.
Pick a side and then clock in.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever dug deep into like stuff like that.
Really? You should.
Oh.
It's very
Are
important.
you comfortable?
divided.
Are you comfortable?
Very.
That's why.
It's a very. Oh,
That's why.
I thought you were talking about.
I thought you were talking about.
I'm
like
very
how he's-
comfortable.
Oh, well, yeah.
like
you
I'm-
look comfortable. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
I'm not comfortable, man.
Really?
I'm comfortable.
Hey, I kind of like the setup out here. Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments below. What do you think of the setup? This is kind of, we didn't even talk about the setup.
We don't really have to.
We have Jay as the guest, so we decided to move this out.
Sitting on a couch.
We decided to move this out to the living room, Westchester Circle, Hendersonville, Tennessee. So that's where we're at right now in the living room.
37075.
Jeez.
We'll mute all this.
Jason, the question I had for you,
Yes.
did you watch our last episode? You can say no, it doesn't matter.
No.
We just uploaded it. So,
No.
yeah, in episode 14, we talked about...
Dahmer. You were going to talk about the Dahmer series.
We did talk about the Dahmer series in that episode. So I'm
I'd
curious.
Love to have been here for that.
Really? Yeah. Well,
Yes.
you're here now. What are your thoughts on it?
Dude.
Did you like it, or what are your thoughts?
God, I feel bad for saying it, but I loved it. It was so
What'd
good.
you love about it?
It was just so interesting. Like something like that would actually happen, and that there's people out there that sick.
But you loved that there's people out there that are that sick because they made a documentary about it and you enjoyed said documentary.
Yes. Does that make me sick?
So that plays into does that stuff influence other people? Absolutely.
Yes. 100%.
Because
Yeah, Rue, ask your question. Does it inspire?
100%.
Well, he's giving me his answer right now.
100%.
Yeah. Do you think that a show like that inspires or educates?
Depends on what state of mind
Ooh, since
somebody
you've seen
is
it.
in.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what Kyle said.
It's gonna, yeah.
All right, go ahead. What were you going to say, Rue?
The question that I asked them on the last podcast too. You remember?
Your teeth look good.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
Do you remember?
Shout out Invisalign.
Yeah, Invisalign sponsor us.
Change their teeth.
code
for
twins
sure.
for 15% off.
God.
Cheer, Jay.
What did you say?
I said change y'all's teeth for sure.
Yeah, we had some really
Y'all
bad
had
teeth.
some beaver teeth.
They were bad.
Hey, we will say. I'll say it now because I think it's so funny.
Gosh.
But we got our. Sorry, not to cut you off, Rudy, but me and Rudy did Invisalign about 2 years ago. Is when we made the decision to do Invisalign, and we had it. I had it for about a year. Rudy had it for about a year and a half. And once we completely
He's
finished,
still on it. He sets them on my counter.
oh, are you still on it?
It's just my
Dude,
well,
I have one.
No,
of
he's
my-
like done.
I'm
Done.
done.
but-
Oh, okay.
I have one of y'all's old ass. What are those things?
Aligners?
Aligners.
Yeah.
In my truck. I'm pretty sure from when we
Video.
did that
Yeah.
YouTube video.
Clean that
y'all-
fucking blue pill shit out of there. What the fuck is that still doing in there?
No, I found it cleaning out the truck because
Oh,
it was
okay.
in where you buckle the seatbelt.
Fair enough.
It got caught back there.
Ew.
They had a whole bag of aligners that
Yeah,
they brought
that
to
was
my
funny.
house for a YouTube video.
That was funny.
Oh, Invisalign.
But
is-
yeah, Invisalign has changed our life. But what I was gonna say was after we finished our Invisalign, Kyle was like, "Damn, boys, I'm not gonna lie, I never really noticed y'all's teeth, but now looking at the difference with y'all's old teeth, y'all look like some stinky Europeans." It's so funny.
That's just what you, dude. I'm sorry. I mean,
Bro, y'all,
I'm
sorry.
sorry, but I'm not sorry.
y'all had some of the worst teeth I'd ever seen.
Yeah, no, no.
Like I was
I've seen some fucked up.
when y'all
teeth.
started on Invisalign, I was like, ain't no way Invisalign fixing those teeth.
damn. It's kind of fucked
They
up.
need some braces.
Well, that's what Invisalign is.
Yeah, but
invisible
braces.
braces.
If Invisalign needs some ambassadors,
Hey, I tried.
some twins to do it.
yes.
All right, go ahead with your question.
Yes.
Sorry, we got way off topic.
yeah, my question was to you, Jason, and this is a spoiler alert for somebody that hasn't seen it, but it happened in real life, so like in 1980, so you should know by now. Anyways, in the show, you remember how Jeffrey Dahmer was getting baptized and he was like for the
Right.
Lord and all about God
Forgive his
and
sins.
forgiving his sins and everything.
Yeah.
Do you think that God, because of how evil he was, do you think that God would forgive somebody like Jeffrey Dahmer, or he would take like vengeance and use his wrath against somebody like that?
I think the God that I was taught to believe would forgive him.
Me too. I think that too. Like I know he's a forgiving God, but in my head,
I feel like it
no way he would forgive that.
Oh, I feel like it'd be so hard.
Yeah,
But
there's
I
no
mean,
way. How
for
would he
what-
forgive that?
I don't know how y'all grew up in church and stuff like
absolutely.
that. But
Of course, we're in
Catholic,
church.
right?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
I was always he forgives all sins. So
Absolutely.
who knows?
When you watch the episode, you'll hear my take on it. But I said the New Testament God would forgive. However, the Old Testament God would cast vengeance because he was a vengeful God in the Old Testament. So, and there's a lot of parables and stories to describe what I'm talking
I
about.
have something to say about that because go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say, do you think like he did that for publicity, or do you think he actually found
Oh, found God.
Yeah.
No, I think he was fake.
Yeah, he was faking
No,
it.
really?
You can
faking
fake
it because he felt
You were
bad,
faking.
and he's faking it. He felt bad. He wanted to.
PR stunt.
Yeah,
Really?
I think
Maybe-
he wanted.
maybe
To,
the
I think he
courts-
wanted to be like forgiven, and
It's so
that was
hard
like his
'cause,
way. Of
I mean, we'll
thinking.
never know, but
Maybe the courts would err in his favor.
definitely in the show they make you seem like he has changed,
Oh yeah.
and then because they.
What was your?
Because I was like, damn, I kind of feel bad for how he got killed, but then I'm like,
You felt bad,
yeah, I mean,
bro.
yeah.
You felt bad for how he got killed. I love
Wait, I
that.
thought you didn't. I thought you didn't see the end.
That's the best part of the show. That
I've
fucker
seen
getting
it. I've
capped.
seen it all.
Oh, you've seen it all.
He says he's watched it 3 times.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
Jay,
who-
like 3
you have
times.
you.
I haven't seen it.
What was your favorite part?
I don't plan to.
My favorite
Yeah,
part,
yeah, yeah.
Well, I like the part where he killed
where
the
he's,
kid.
where he's like, "Fuck you, Dahmer. They should have given you the electric chair." I asked them to. They gave me 900 years
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah, that was funny. I did like that cop, but
Where he's like, "I'm just trying to get my
Yeah, I'm just
whale
trying to-
noises, dude."
yeah.
What's the
Can you turn the light off? I can't sleep with the light on. I don't give a fuck.
what
That's
what,
exactly what I would say. as
what
a
was the
cop.
guy's name that killed him again? I just want to make sure. we're saying it
Christopher Scarver.
right. Yeah, Christopher Scarver. So I asked our friend who's a pastor, who we've spoken about before on the show, and I asked him that same question. What do you think? And he said that it was God would forgive Jeffrey Dahmer, and that it was not Christopher Scarver's place at all to kill him. Because he has no say in who lives and who dies. Scarver, only person who does is God. And as well, in the word, it says, "Don't take vengeance on any man. Let me take, or woman, let me be the one that takes vengeance."
How do you explain this to someone who's not a believer who would say, "How would God let someone do that?"
That's a
Is
good
that,
question.
is that the debate?
I think
as
that's
for
the.
or
I think
against
that's a. I
Christianity?
think that's a question we should ask him on the show when he is a guest.
What do you guys think
Who,
about?
Jeffrey Dahmer?
No, our friend who's a pastor. Oh,
Hey, he was kidding.
my dumb ass. I was like, no.
What do you guys think about? I was watching
How
the.
did you feel sorry for him?
Yeah, I know.
The show tries to make you feel sorry.
That's
Like you're
yeah.
like, oh God, he's found God. Like, oh, I hope he
All right,
changes
well, let me ask-
and get better. And then you're like, well, damn, he doesn't even get the fucking chance to get better because he gets his head bashed.
Yeah, he doesn't
in.
deserve it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think he deserves it either.
See,
As a human, you can't possibly think he deserves to live.
well, no, what he did was awful.
Did you feel bad for the victims?
Oh yeah.
But you also felt bad for
Oh,
him.
dude,
Hey, when you're watching
y'all-
that show, do you ever
have you
think about you
seen-
doing it?
no, I'd have too much of a conscience. What was
Oh, that was the laundry. Oh, ice maker.
Yeah, I would have too much of a conscience.
What do you guys think about? I was watching the Full Send podcast and they talked about it. What do you guys think about Netflix is just putting all these documentaries about
Yeah,
serial
bro.
killers on? Like they got the John Wayne
Yeah.
Gacy, Ted
I did-
Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer.
What are they trying to do?
They're
I did
trying
not
to find
know.
the next mass serial killer. See who it's gonna be.
I did not know because when I watched Jeffrey Dahmer, all the, you know how Netflix, their algorithm works, they'll give you like a list of, dude, there were so many Jeffrey Dahmer documentaries and shows. There were so many Ted Bundys, so many John Wayne, like there were so many of them. Like,
Have y'all
Why?
seen the Ted Bundy one? The,
was Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was good,
film
actually.
is too.
That was really good.
I haven't watched any of them. I very seldom find my way on Netflix.
They didn't show like in the Dahmer series. They showed him like performing, how he killed people. And
They
Ted Bundy,
showed-
they didn't really show it that much.
They showed like a couple
as much,
scenes where
yeah.
he like clubbed a woman,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I guess
It's very sad. That's why
I
it's
was gonna
important.
see if they ever got like a confession
Yeah.
from Ted Bundy. But
Yeah.
at the end of that, they show like where he's talking to
The girl.
Yeah,
And Hacksaw.
Yeah, where he writes it on there.
But
I
this
don't
is
know if that
Ted
was-
Bundy?
Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
You guys must have just recently seen it. I saw it when it came out.
Oh, I just
No,
rewatched
yeah, I
it not
remember.
too long ago.
Yeah, I just remember.
Hey, what do you think in Dahmer? What do you think about, you remember that 14-year-old boy in the
Yes.
show? What do you think when the cops gave him back
so-
to Dahmer? That happened in real life.
Bro,
Can you
it was,
imagine that?
yeah,
Can you imagine
it
the
was 100%
parents?
racially influenced.
You think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Back then.
Had to be.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely. Did you hear about what happened to the real life
They just
cops?
didn't. They didn't want to go in there
Yeah.
because they all
Yeah, how the cop-
stuff they've heard about it.
Dude, the cop was literally like an inch away from seeing that acid tub And he's
No,
like, you know what?
he
I'm
actually
good.
should've seen
He was at
Yeah.
he was at the foot of the bed, and there was a dead body by
right.
the bed.
No, I thought it was just blood on the bed.
No,
it was a dead body?
Yeah,
Remember, because the
Dead body.
little 14-year-old
fuck.
dude tripped over
didn't
and
know
get
that.
out of the bed.
Oh shit!
He was like, "Yeah, don't worry about him."
Jeez. How would cops not?
Have you not seen it, Kyle?
No, he hasn't. Well, I wanted
I
to
don't
ask.
care to watch stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
don't.
what
It's
was I
evil.
gonna ask? Gosh, what was I going to ask? I was talking about how the cops gave the 14-year-old boy back.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear what happened to the real life cops in that?
No.
So the real life cops, they actually got like discharged or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they got reinstated in
Yep.
real life.
And
And,
they
then
were
one of them
rewarded.
they got like promotions.
That happened in the show.
Yeah, in the show too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
And they were
Yeah, yeah.
awarded a badge of honor.
Yeah. It showed him getting that in the show.
Okay.
When they were reinstated.
Just sad, bro.
I didn't see it all the way through. I just saw like
Have you did you
I saw most of it though.
Did you see the episode of I think it was episode 6. It was
Yes,
called
seen-
Silence.
Yeah, I've seen it.
With Tony Hughes.
I don't know who that is.
It was a black dude. It was the deaf guy.
Okay, maybe I haven't seen that one.
You need to watch that
Episodes.
episode.
How many- there-
That's
oh,
a-
there's 10,
That's a
right?
sad episode.
Okay, I've seen 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I didn't see 6.
Yeah, you need to watch that.
Hey, what'd you think? I don't know if you guys have seen it. What'd you think about the sandwich scene?
Ugh.
Ooh, do you guys
What's
know about
that?
that? So you know the neighbor to Jeffrey
lady?
Dahmer, the lady. What was her name? Gloria Cleveland.
Glenda
Cleveland. Yeah, Glenda Cleveland. She kept calling the cops and telling them about what's going on. And Jeffrey, he was like, he's like, ooh, she knows. Like, yeah, the smell was getting to her, and she would hear like the chains or whatever he was doing, the drill and beating him or whatever. Anyways, so Jeffrey Dahmer found out like she's like kind of catching on to my like trail. Like, I better be careful. So
Yeah, because
He made a sandwich or something on purpose.
she told
she
the
tried to
landlord to get him evicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he was going over there.
Yeah. So he was
Trying to get her to take back the complaint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he went over there because the landlord went to Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment and was like, "Hey, you're getting evicted. You got to go." And he's like, "Why? I always pay my rent on time." And he's like, "I know you're good, but you got to go. You're getting evicted. You have 2 weeks or something." And then Jeffrey Dahmer was like, "Was it Glenda? Like, did she complain?" And then because he knew it was her, so he went to her.
It was a sandwich meat.
He went to her.
Meat.
Yeah,
They
he went to her
Probably.
apartment, and yeah, he made like human meat in a sandwich and he gave it to her.
Bro, he was like forcing her to
Dude,
eat.
yeah.
Are you gonna eat it?
Eat it.
I made you this
The
sandwich.
fuck?
Eat it. No, I'm gonna eat it later. Eat it now.
I want to watch you eat it.
How do you get to that point as a human being?
It's just an evil spirit, bro.
That's exactly what it is.
That's one. That's not a human that's doing
It's
that.
not a human who's making these
Exactly.
decisions. There's no way.
It's just
he
an
was
evil
born
spirit.
like that.
No,
I think
but evil.
it's-
Something happened to him in the spiritual world that took over
His
Jeffrey.
mom,
That took over the body of Jeffrey Dahmer.
his
Jeffrey
mom
Dahmer
was
didn't do that.
apparently on like million pills when she was pregnant with him.
Who knows?
That's actually a good topic to talk about as well. If it was the parents, was it their fault?
And I mean,
Yes.
you never know because they didn't do an autopsy on his brain.
Yeah, because it was bashed, right? They couldn't.
No, they cremated it. Because in the trial, they were going to give it up for study, but the dad didn't want to, but the mom did.
Tough subject.
You're gone again.
So, man, why are you messing with it, dog? Rudy's mic messed up again, which is hello. Hey.
My
We
mic
can
messes
get
up.
off
You don't have
the-
to announce it. Just
We can
let
get
me
off
fix it.
the Jeffrey Dahmer topic now because I
Yeah.
don't think Kyle's.
Well,
Hey, I'm just chilling.
hey, just like they're
Ooh, I got a question for you after this.
yeah,
This is more of a roundtable discussion.
just like they're trying to put out all these Netflix shows and all this about serial killers. I truly believe that's why we need someone like Andrew Tate.
And Donald Trump.
Yeah.
All right, we talked about Andrew Tate and Donald Trump. Let's talk about some.
Well, the
funny
reason why
stuff.
we're talking about Andrew Tate is because what you do, we're going to take short form TikTok clips and we're just going to put it out, and that's how we gain attraction.
Yeah, and then get canceled.
Why would we get canceled?
Trump
That's what you're supposed to
2023.
do. That's the Andrew Tate formula.
Hey, I got a
Social
question for you
media.
guys.
Get popular and then get
Yes.
canceled.
I got a question for you guys. Would you rather
Oh my god! Would you
find your true love or win the lottery?
I've already found my true love.
Me too.
So I have no other option but to win the lottery.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
won
I'm
the
going with that answer.
I won the lottery by finding my true love.
Damn.
Dang.
you won the lottery just by being born. Yep. It's up to you to make a decision.
What about you?
Ooh, I got a
Robert?
What
funny
do you
one.
want to do with
I got
your
a funny
life?
What, can I ask this question?
Yes.
Would you rather wear the same socks for 1 month or the same underwear for a week?
I've already done the second.
Ew. Ew.
Jeez.
Ew.
I think I'd have to do the underwear.
Yeah, underwear.
Hey,
Dude,
how
after a week, them socks would stink.
Yeah,
How often have y'all seen me wear socks?
Quite often.
Yeah, quite often.
No, you know how like
Dude, I haven't worn socks in like 2 years.
We go to the gym with you. You wear socks at the gym.
No, I don't.
We got flip flops on, bro.
Yeah, what are you
No,
talking about?
when we go to Gold.
just imagine if you
I
go
don't wear
out to
socks.
play soccer one day and your feet get super sweaty, and the next day they're all like
Wait.
crusty hard on your feet.
Yeah, wait, you can't like take them off at all? Like they're on your feet no matter.
No,
the
you
whole
can take them
time?
off and put
Oh.
them back on.
Can
It's
you
even
wash 'em?
worse. No.
No,
What's the point of
because
wearing
then you
them
could
for a
just
week? Down straight if you wash them?
technically you just hop in the shower when you shower with them.
True, just clean them.
So you do underwear or socks?
Oh, but then you got to wear them all wet.
yeah, you got
What are you gonna do? Sit there with the hair
They're
dryer
still
for
gonna be a little
45
soggy.
minutes?
I think I'd have to do underwear because
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
socks would end up smelling a lot worse.
Yeah, I agree.
Jay, do you have any topics being the guest you want us to talk
I've
to you
got a
about?
question for
anything?
you.
I don't have any topics.
I've got a
I'm just
question.
going with the flow.
I got one for you, Jay. What do you
Okay.
think is harder, running or swimming?
Oh my god.
Running. Well, that's just
Good
because
man.
I've been swimming for so long,
Yeah.
and I hate running.
Thank you.
I love swimming, hate running.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's based out of that's saying one's harder than the other based on a passion, not about the actual physical effort.
I still think running.
Onward.
we
Swimming's
please talk
harder. We're
about
not
something
designed to
else?
swim. That's the end of story.
So I was designed to swim.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
No, you weren't.
I have
You have
webbed
digits.
feet.
You're not designed to swim.
Well,
Don't tell me what I'm not designed to do.
I don't have to tell you. God told you.
How do you know we're
fucking
designed to run?
That's how
Because
we, what do you
running
mean?
takes skill
That's
and
how we-
technique as well, just like swimming.
skill and technique has nothing to do about design.
Forrest Gump wasn't designed to run.
Yes, he was.
That boy could run.
That boy was in leg braces.
I was running. All right. Well, Rudy, do you have anything? I know you don't want. Well, let's not even.
Oh, we
want
just
to talk
talked about
about.
Andrew Tate, Dahmer, and running versus swimming.
We did that
3
last episode.
Let's talk about something else.
I kind of want. Hold on. Let me put this pillow right here. Oh,
Yeah, I don't really have a topic.
that's okay. Ooh. Well, I mean, I guess we could talk about baseball versus soccer, but well, because Jay played baseball, so he may have a different opinion or different mindset
What's
or different
easier,
approach. on it.
baseball or
would-
soccer?
Okay, so that would be inviting the answer of someone with bias, though.
If you ask me, baseball is easier than soccer.
Yeah, that's some bias right there, bro.
That answer is as credible as me saying soccer is.
How? What? What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying that does. There's no credibility here because you're not going to compare the two.
How was
You
there
said
no
that he-
credibility? He literally played baseball his entire life, and based on what you said earlier, that's his experience. So you can't
What do you
say
what
anything
are you
about
talking
him.
about? Entire life, you play baseball right now? Playing in majors?
Oh my God, dude,
No.
Okay.
bro, you taking that
I'm
shit
not
too
talking
little.
about high school. I'm not talking about high school ball.
Okay, he played soccer
from
or he played baseball.
4 to 18.
Okay.
Yeah, he played
high
more than 50% of his life.
Okay.
So he's got some experience.
You know
and
what?
knowledge.
You know what can be considered playing baseball? Going up to the
well,
plate
that's not what
and
we're talking
striking
about.
out every at bat.
Well, that's not what
for
we're talking
14
about.
years.
That's not what we're
That's
talking about.
considered playing baseball.
But that's not the situation here. So
You
that's
get paid
valid.
big bucks to do it.
Well, it's not the situation here, but it is a situation. You can't just nullify a situation because it's not the scenario here.
I just don't think I could do all that running because I ain't made for running.
You could if you ran enough. Because stamina can be trained.
You could if you swam enough.
That's what I was just about to say.
Nah.
Yeah, because you would
You
build
can
up.
swim more as more you train, absolutely. But over time you'll be able
Yeah.
to run more than you will be
You're,
able to swim.
you're still swimming, right?
Yeah.
How many laps
haven't
did
been
you
there in
start
a- I
out
haven't been there
when
in
you
a-
first started?
I haven't been there in about we went last night and it was cut short because it closed early, but it's been about like a week and a half.
That's
Just been
okay.
Busy.
Hey, Rudy.
It's okay.
Real busy.
How many laps did you start out with? When you
3.
first- And what are you doing now?
I did 12 yesterday because we were cut
Because you
short.
built up that stamina.
I probably could have done more
Look
than
at
3. the
you,
first time.
dog.
I could have done more than 3.
Yeah, I know you can.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
None of that plays into the argument, but onward.
Well, I wasn't having an argument. I was having a heart-to-heart.
Is goofy.
Yes, sir.
Well, boys.
Jason, you're our guest. I want to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
How do you feel about being on a podcast? Like, this is your first time on one.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but
What do you think so far?
Yeah, what do you
I
think
like
of
it.
the setup and everything?
very professional setup.
Really?
These boys worked very hard to get this up, and it
Thanks,
looks
Willie.
terrific.
Yeah, you like it?
Is it?
Like, did you think when we're like, hey, you want to be on a podcast?
So
like, maybe
I just
you
thought,
knew.
like 2 cameras, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. No, I think we got a lot because I mean, this isn't just a tripod and
4 cameras.
set up. You know, something like we have lights, cameras.
There's actually
road,
a lot of
mics,
money of
headsets.
equipment here. Probably about $7,500 minimum, just chilling right here.
Just the two
Which,
A7s.
which for a 50 sub YouTube channel is a big investment.
It's a massive investment.
just the two A7s.
And I honestly
with
like
the lenses.
it'll pay off if we honestly like. That's not even our goal. We said it before, but if we just continue to do this and just have fun, it'll pay off.
I'm gonna flip the script. Jay, what's your favorite childhood memory?
Ooh.
My question.
Wow.
I don't know, something about having a guest on. I always want to know about their childhood. I'm so invested in a guest.
Well, I'm gonna ask
Favorite
both.
childhood memory.
But I want Jay to answer first.
I gotta think about mine.
Yeah,
man.
I've never.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Does anybody have? Like,
Yeah, I
a
gotta think of
favorite-
one.
Yeah, because
My
I know
favorite-
mine. I know mine.
Okay, so am I
Okay,
gonna
you-
answer?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
let me think on mine.
My favorite it's more of a series of childhood memories because it happened over and over and over. I'd get off of school and my dad would pick me up on Fridays, and he'd take me to Kmart, and he'd buy me some Pokemon cards. Then we'd go to Wendy's. Yeah, and then we'd go home and then watch Lion King
Oh,
for like 2 years straight.
That's badass.
That's probably one of my favorite childhood.
That's so
memories.
great.
Actually,
It's a wholesome memory.
mine is
Mine
very
is-
lame, but I did it a lot.
It's not lame because it's yours.
yeah, it's not lame at all.
So I played baseball my whole life, pretty much. 11 and 12 is when I started playing travel ball, and I lived in Hendersonville, and we traveled to Mount Juliet a lot. And after practice, I would always remember being in the front seat with the windows down and my sweaty feet hanging out the window. And it was just the most
So
relaxing
nice.
experience on the way home, and I'd fall asleep like that.
I had
all
an
the time.
experience with feet today.
Yeah, you did. What happened
I got a pedicure.
today?
My first one.
Ooh, how was it?
It's fantastic, actually.
Who put you on that, Mason?
No.
Show the camera your feet.
Emily. Emily's
Callus
birthday is
free.
tomorrow. My wife,
Yes.
Emily. It's her 28th
Happy birthday, Emily.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday, Emily.
Make
By
sure
the time
to-
you see this, it's probably
Make
past
sure
your
to
birthday.
tell her happy birthday before you leave. She'll be sad. She wanted to go get a pedicure today, and then she wanted to eat lunch. She wanted to eat lunch with me, then go get pedicures, then go to coffee after, and then go pick up our Target order. So that's what we did.
Where'd
Sounds
y'all
like
get
a good
lunch?
day. Yeah, we're
At
going
Chop
lunch.
House. So that's how I came about it. I mean, I've been wanting to get a pedicure for a while because, man, I've been having some calloused heels for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I mean,
dude,
your
hey,
big toenail was looking great
yeah, doesn't it?
from that other day that I saw.
Yeah, dude, your feet were stinky, bro.
No, they weren't stinky, bro.
We don't need to talk about toenails.
Jay.
Yeah, y'all don't
But
want to see Jason.
no, to kind of just wrap up that really quick, the pedicure was actually phenomenal.
Do you recommend everybody should get a pedicure?
At least once, just to see if it's something that's for you. Because I felt it was one of those things where, you know, like when you get a fresh haircut and you guys are like, man, I felt like $1 million.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how you feel?
Pedicure was that way. I already got one booked on the schedule for 2 weeks from today.
Dude, haircuts like raise your attractiveness like so much.
Raises your
Yeah.
confidence.
Well, imagine the one thing that touches the earth
Yeah.
when you stand is feeling A1.
Hey, since you said touching the earth, I have a question for you guys. Grounding. When is the last time you touched your feet to the grass? Grounding. When's the last time
Dude.
your bare feet have been on the grass?
Actually, honestly, I'll be straight almost every day because I take the dogs out and I normally just negate putting on the shoes.
Yeah, that's good. You should say that. Yeah, I did it a couple days ago. Grounding's very relaxing for you. Very, very good for your brain, your mind.
One with the earth. One with Mother Earth.
One would say that shoes were designed in order to keep you in that matrix.
The last time
The shoes are fucking blue pill. I'm burning my Jordans.
the last time I did that was when we were actually doing it for that reason was that
Grounding
the track.
it. Yeah, the
Track.
track.
That was the
Yeah.
last time I did it too.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good time.
But yeah, I've been
Track.
like I've walked out.
Y'all went on a beach with shoes on?
No,
Oh,
high school track.
high school.
Like right down the
Well,
road.
I'm just saying, wouldn't the last time that you grounded would be on the beach?
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about
I mean,
that.
does sand count or is it only like
Part of the
grass?
Earth.
Yeah.
But no, I
Touching
know.
the
But like, is grounding for grass or sand, or does it
I think
matter?
grounding is
Touching the
just
earth.
touching the earth.
Yeah, with the
Oh,
feet,
okay.
touching the natural
Yeah, the natural surfaces of the
surface.
earth.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sand.
I've got my favorite childhood memory. Honestly, it's between two, but I remember one, and I think I remember it so vividly because we have a picture of it. But every day after school, we lived at our old house about probably like 30 minutes from here, and our school bus would drop us off from our house. They would drop us off probably like, how far would you think? Probably like the length of a football field. Like that's how far away they would drop us off from our old house.
This is the house in Gallatin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember the school bus stopping where y'all were.
it would stop like right on the main road pretty much. And I remember every day our parents, both of them, would be at the front door waiting for us, and every day me and Rudy would run to them. And they would be so happy to see us, and they took a picture of us running to them one time. It was just the best memory. And then another memory that I loved, then another memory that I have again with our parents is when I forget how old, we're probably like 6, 7, 8. But I remember it was Christmas, and we were so excited for Christmas, and our dad, which at the time we thought it was Santa Claus, but our dad knocked on the front door really loud, and then ran around the house, and our mom was like, oh, who's at the door? And our mom opens the door, and it's just a bunch of presents. And then our dad walks in from the back, like he's like, oh, like you just finished something in the back. He's like, oh, what happened? And they played Santa Claus, and we believed that it was actually Santa Claus. I love that.
So
memory.
as we talk about these things, do you think like that still happens today with this different generation of parents out now? Like, do you think, like,
Absolutely.
you think?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like I mean,
Jay's the only one we can ask. He's a father.
I do it for Caden.
Ooh, I got a question for you.
Play Santa
Okay.
for Caden.
because I was just curious because I've realized that as I go out in public, like I don't feel like I see those wholesome moments that I experienced.
So every Christmas I write a letter to Caden as Santa.
Oh,
And I put it out, and I eat like half the cookie.
Nice.
I want to do like flour on the floor and
Yeah.
like boot.
isn't
like,
it so
walk into
fun?
The tree.
Isn't it
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun?
Just to see the reaction in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to ask you
I
a question
remember-
after we do our
Yeah.
childhood.
I remember this was a couple of years ago. This was like 6, 7 years ago. Me and Rudy played Santa for our 5-year-old cousin, and this was our first time we played Santa. And it was so fun seeing her face.
Yeah.
When she saw all the presents.
I don't
It's
know.
the best.
I like all the gifts. I like setting it up and making it look real cool. Like when you come out.
That's what we did for
I
her.
don't know. It's just cool
It's awesome.
to see the reaction when they come out.
It's literally priceless.
It's different once you have a kid and you experience it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I bet.
it's
It's
fun.
awesome, buddy.
Have you thought of your favorite childhood memory yet?
Yeah, I said mine.
He hung his feet out
Yeah,
the
the
window
feet.
when they were
Oh yeah, I'm
stinky.
sorry. So I'm the only one that hasn't
It
saw. I'm
was just,
sorry.
it was just falling
Sorry,
asleep.
they just had like super wholesome ones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mine's
Now I
kinda
remember, I'm
lame.
sorry. No, it's good. It's great.
I mean,
It's your
he
memory.
He did preface it as it was kind of lame.
I feel like I didn't
But
do
it's
much
not. It's
as
not
a kid
lame
though.
because it's yours.
Yeah, it's exactly. My favorite memory was whenever we had a porch at our old house, and we had a soccer goal in the back, and me and Robert would always be outside just playing soccer, like 1-on-1 on the goal or whatever. And I just remembered when it would just be me and Robert, our dad would walk out onto the porch, and as soon as he would walk out onto the porch and just watch us, I remember me and Robert would just try so hard. We want him to think we're good.
Y'all
And then
still do that,
As soon as we don't play soccer, I haven't played
bro.
soccer. in
Y'all
a
are
minute.
competitive as shit.
Not really. I want to see Robert beat me in every aspect of life.
I'm just saying in general,
Oh, yeah. Maybe
not
why, 'cause
necessarily
I thought you meant between us
between
two.
you two.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Oh, just in general?
Yeah, I could just see y'all go. If anybody was watching, you'd go hard at anything.
I would say
Is that a
Matt.
strength or a weak? Or is that a strength or can that detract? Is that a weak or could that be a weakness?
I don't think.
What?
Go.
I'm gonna follow it up and say I think being competitive in everything is a weakness. Sign of weakness.
I think competitive is the wrong word, and
Nothing.
I think competitive is the wrong word because my first date with my girlfriend, we asked a cliche answer on the first date, but whatever, it was great. Describe yourself in one word, and I never thought of it ever in my life, but when she asked me that, it immediately popped into my head.
To describe yourself
in one word, and my word is passionate. And if you know me and Rudy, we're literally passionate about if we get into podcasting, we're all in, like buying all this stuff, and we learn how to edit, we learn how to do thumbnails, we watch podcasts, like we're just all in. If we're passionate about watches, we'll like do so much research on just literally name anything, we're all in if we get into it. Like swimming, buy swim caps, buy goggles. We're watching swimming videos, watching Michael Phelps videos, watching technique videos.
I'm about to buy some fins.
Yeah, that's just how we are.
I would say that it's a great word.
Yeah, so after you say your childhood memory, let's say
I said mine.
let's describe what each of us think of ourselves in one word. And my word is passionate.
Passionate.
My word is passionate. That's how I describe myself in one word. What do y'all say? What do y'all think about yourselves? And if you guys are watching at home while they're
I was just waiting for someone else to answer.
while
I'm
they're
trying to think
while
of
they're thinking
a
about
word.
it, you guys at home think about it as well. Describe yourself in one word. What do you think?
What's yours, Kyle, if you know yours already?
Persistent.
It's a good word. I agree with that. How so?
My email signature is passion, patience, and persistence. Something that I just kind of came up with to live by with my professional career.
Professional.
Yeah, sorry. I can't
It's okay. Hey, man, you're persistent and illiterate. Just kidding, buddy. Sorry, Mr. and Miss Poshwinski. Love you guys.
Rudy, are you still thinking about yours?
Illiterate.
I honestly
I know,
don't
buddy,
think I'm
I'm
going
kidding.
to answer.
You don't have an answer?
I just don't think I'm going to answer.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just say it and bleep it out. I want to fucking know.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Look
I
it
don't. I don't have an answer, and it's because I don't care to answer.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The one word that pops into my head, and I don't know why it does, is just compassionate.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
I think my word.
Perfect example.
My word, compassionate.
That's the first word that popped into your head, Rudy.
Compassionate.
That's the word that kept coming to my head.
I'm just joking.
Rudy,
good.
what is the first? Just say the first word. It can be
loving.
anything.
Okay.
What's the same? That's a synonym for compassionate. Next.
That's
Hey,
my
man,
word.
it's his word, bro. What?
Okay, discipline.
I don't. Okay, I'll accept that answer.
Oh, that's like persistent.
No.
I was trying to be.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that either.
Yeah, I was just messing with you.
That's funny. I like that. Those are all great. And those are all great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a lovely young group of men we've got here. We've got a compassionate.
We've got a passionate,
loving, and
passionate.
compassionate,
Compassionate,
passionate.
You wouldn't think any of this if y'all saw our group chat.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell are we talking about right now?
What do you mean?
We're just talking about one word to describe
This
this.
is like an argument every 30 seconds in group chat.
Speaking of having an argument every 30 seconds, Jason, I got a question for you. What's it like being a father?
Jeez. What does that have to do with arguing?
Absolutely nothing. But
I
seriously,
feel like parenting could breed more arguing than.
no. But seriously, Jason, I really want to know. You're the only one out of us four that's a father. How is it?
Like,
It's weird. Like when you ask like our parents.
what do you mean?
Like
Just
describe the. Ooh, okay. To be more specific, describe the feeling the day your son was born.
gosh, that's when my anxiety started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And why you feel like you have to provide and
I don't know.
did your entire life change like right then?
For sure.
Like, do you feel a change?
But Caden's birth was kind of,
Yeah.
because he was on oxygen and stuff. He was a NICU baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of stressful, like first week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But now
That's crazy. We were there when he was born.
It's awesome.
3 years later.
Just this like crazy, like how far he's come within 3 years. Like as far as speaking and all that.
What's your
Learning,
favorite? What's your favorite thing being a father?
just seeing all his milestones.
Yeah. How is it? How is it seeing them grow up?
Oh, it's so hard.
Have you ever cried like tears of joy?
Yeah,
Because
all
you're
the
so
time.
happy.
Yeah.
You about to cry right now?
No.
Oh, I thought you were.
Your voice is getting a little shaky there,
Yeah,
sir.
his eyes are a little red.
We've been potty training him. So when he goes in the potty, that's cool to see too. But he's stubborn with the potty, though. It's hard to potty train him.
Dude, you know what's really cool about this? Imagine Caden looking on this episode 15 years from now.
I know, Caden, hurry up and learn potty training.
Ooh, yeah, okay. That brings me to another question, Jay. I want to ask you, if you don't have to answer, we can either cut this or bleep it out or whatever. But let's say, Kate. Let's say,
dude, I just thought of something terrible. Dude.
say it. We'll bleep it out.
I'm not saying.
No, say it.
Say it.
No
We'll bleep
shot.
It out. We'll say it.
No
We'll bleep it
shot.
out.
I shouldn't even have said that. Go. Bleep that shit out.
All right.
Just to act like I didn't say
All
that.
right. So, Jay, I have a question
Probably
for
gonna
you.
be like, fucking kids. I hate fucking kids.
No. Fuck. If that's what I would have said that. I fucking hate kids. I don't give a fuck about that. I wasn't.
No. All right.
Go ahead,
Sure,
Rob.
Kyle.
Go.
Thank you. Let's say Caden
Yes.
is 21 years old.
Oh, shit.
And he watches this. What
Yeah.
advice do you give to Caden? What's some advice you would give to 21-year-old Caden?
21-year-old Caden.
That's a good question.
You're probably already drinking now.
Hey man, pull out, bro.
Pull-out game better not be weak. But they do make condoms as well, Caden.
Yes, sir.
Jay, that's the advice you have for your son watching this? Come on, man.
Just playing off of my joke.
Yeah, you ruined it. It was his moment and you ruined it.
All right, we're cutting that. That's not even going to be in the episode. It may be, it may not. All right, start over. What advice would you give? Putting you on the spot. But what advice would you give? What advice would you give 15-year-old Caden?
15-year-old Caden?
Yeah. What advice would you give him for life?
Find something you love and go after it 100%.
That's good.
Because I don't think I ever did that.
Yeah.
I was really good at baseball, but I think I relied on talent a lot. Didn't work as hard as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll never forget going to my first and only baseball game in my life. You know, yeah.
That's a great
It's a
memory.
fantastic memory for me because,
Watching Jason?
yeah. So it was our first time going to a high school any baseball game.
I remember
in my
that
life.
game. It was against Beach.
Was it? Yeah. Okay.
Beach High School.
And you told us, you're like, hey guys, come to my
District
baseball. You said, guys, come to my baseball game. I want you to see me play. Come to my game. I want to see you play. And then I remember we came to your game, and as soon as me and Robert parked and pulled up, we just hear and up to bat, Jason Hasty or whatever.
Played my walk-up song.
Yeah, I played.
I love
what
it when
was
you
it?
call me Big Pie.
That was your
Throw
walkout
your
song.
hands in the air.
Oh,
If you's
my.
a true player.
But I remember me and Robert were literally outside of the what do you call it, the stadium, or what do you
Yeah.
call that thing there?
The stadium.
Okay,
The field.
yeah, we were right outside the field.
Baseball field.
And Jason up to bat, first swing, hits a home run, and the ball lands
Left center
I
field.
swear to God, like 5 feet from me and Robert.
God, that was such a great.
Hey, dude, the Matrix is fucking crazy.
Insane.
Isn't it, dude?
That was a district game. That was.
Jason.
I remember running the bases in that home run.
That's what the Matrix is.
It was just supposed to happen.
Can we have one podcast where we don't talk about the Matrix?
God,
I swear, if you go back on every episode,
just gonna
the
unplug
word
my mic.
Matrix is
Matrix.
mentioned.
I'm just gonna unplug my mic.
It's gonna be a matrix counter.
Don't unplug it.
Top left.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We should put a Matrix counter up.
That's
probably
every time we have a Matrix counter.
Blue pill,
you need-
red pill.
Yeah, every time we have Trump, Matrix, blue pill, red pill, Andrew Tate, you gotta subscribe.
Jeez. Jason, I have another question for you.
Yes.
What is the biggest challenge as a father, being a father, or being a parent in general? What's the biggest challenge?
Not being lazy. Because I can get lazy sometimes, and Caden just run around and do whatever. That's why we have crayon marks on our walls that we've been getting off with baking soda and water and Dawn dish soap. You parents out there.
Ooh, I have a question for you.
Hey, Magic Eraser works good as fuck too.
I have a question for you, Jay.
Yeah.
And I know you experienced this. I think we all did growing up. Do you agree with spanking your child or no?
Yes.
You
I
agree with
spanked-
discipline?
I spanked Caden.
Yeah.
I was spanked. Tanya.
I spanked one time.
You got spanked one time?
I never fucked up after that.
I was spanked until I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
I think that's the last time I had a spanking.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya never got spanked. She only got grounded.
I think it's different for women, girls.
But she used
Yeah.
to say her dad would give her a look and she would just cry.
Yeah.
It's different for girls, I think.
I remember
I have a story about getting spanked.
Yeah, I want to hear it. But I want to say when we were talking about childhood memories. I have one childhood memory, and I know Mom's watching this. She's she'll probably laugh. Mom, you're gonna laugh at this. But I remember. I can't remember if it was me or Rudy though. But one of us, mom hit us, and we say that didn't hurt.
Oh my! No way.
So
That's
that didn't
my
hurt.
story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what happened
Go
with
on.
you?
Biggest
Go on.
mistake ever. Biggest mistake ever. And another story. There's so many childhood memories I have. Another one I have is actually about getting spanked, but it's my favorite childhood memory.
Funny though, that's a memory.
Yeah, I
You
think.
won't do that shit again.
No, I think I honestly like this story more than the other two that I had. But the way in our house, the way we had it, we had our kitchen table next to our wall. So kind of like our setup here. Imagine the table
This
right
setup
here.
right here.
Yeah, the setup right there. Yeah. So just like that set up in the corner. I don't know if you guys can see it in the main shot, but you have obviously the walkway straight into the corner. And I remember I did something bad. I can't remember what I did, but I was always so scared of my dad's hands because he just got massive, manly hands.
Your dad's
So-
just scary.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. But
Not anymore.
I remember. I think I was like, I don't even know how old I was, 8, 9, whatever. But I did something bad, and I remember I was running away from my parents, so I didn't get spanked. And I ended up somehow in a corner like that.
Kyle, you'll like
And my dad walked on my dad walked on the left side, and my mom walked on the right side with a wooden spoon. And I was so terrified, and I had to make a decision: my dad's hands or my mom's wooden spoon. Who do I want to
So-
spank me?
so
So I
who'd you
ran
go
straight
to?
to my mom.
That was
the wooden
probably the
spoon.
best choice.
Yeah, with the wooden spoon.
I'll never forget.
I could not see your mom being mean.
She's never.
She's not mean.
No, even when she had to be mean, I couldn't
I'll
see
never
it.
forget, Robert. Do you remember the
She's
one
so
time me and you tried to run away?
Yeah.
We tried to run away one
Like
time
from your house?
Yeah, when we were like 8 or 9. I had
Yeah.
How
Last
far
week.
did you make
we
it?
had our I'll tell you, we had our backpacks on. We put our Nintendo 64 in our backpack. And I remember
That's all you brought, right?
we were
That's
crawling.
pretty close.
We were crawling. So we were crawling on the ground, and
So
our
our mom
mom was
could see.
washing dishes.
Oh my God.
And like the way we had like a
The way our kitchen
countertop.
setup was, yeah.
There was like a little countertop, so we could be like right under the kitchen, and she can't see us. But then she like peeked around. She saw us. She's like, "What are you doing?" We're like, "We're running away." Guess what she does? She starts
Okay.
laughing. No, she starts dying laughing. She just literally just started dying laughing. She's like, "Get back to your room." We're like, "Okay." It was so funny. And that one time, me and you were like fighting and wrestling. Mm-hmm. I remember I had my hand on your neck,
God.
and I was like,
Some
I was
things
mad
never
at you.
change.
Yeah, no, but I was like actually mad at you, and we were like, I was literally choking you, and I remember Dad walked in and saw me. He just opens the door and he just sees me, and I was just like, I got so scared. I'll never forget.
Do you
his
remember?
look.
Jay, I want you to tell your story too. But one last thing, me and Rudy, y'all don't know this, but I will never forget this because I got so sick of how much pain Rudy was in. Because you know how twins, like, you feel what they feel. I literally felt what Rudy felt in this moment, and I got sick because of it. Me and Rudy, I think it was like we were 6 or 7 years old.
I don't even think I know this.
Yeah, you do. As soon as I say it, you'll be like, oh, okay. We were like 6 or 7 years old on our bed, pillow fighting. And our bed was very, the springs were very loose. So, you know, you jump on it very, very, get really high. So, What? What?
You said get really high, and Jay laughed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, go ahead. All right, so we were pillow fighting, and you know that old trick, look over there. What? And then you hit him or something. So I did that to Rudy. We were fighting, and then I was like, what happened over, like, what's on the door over there? And Rudy turns around. As soon as he turns back around to me, I hit him in the face with the pillow, and somehow he slips and falls off the bed head first right into the doorknob. Like the door hinges, the door hinge, and hit his head right on the forehead. And I'm telling you, within like not even a minute, he had hail bigger than hail golf ball size, like just the biggest knot
Like
in the world.
Big snowball. Right?
Yeah, big snowball right there. And
You know
he
what
went,
that's called? A hematoma.
yeah, and you went to the hospital, and I remember seeing him in the hospital, just laying there with all the doctors, like helping him, and I literally threw up because I felt so bad. I was so sick.
You probably had fucking anxiety.
Yeah.
You're probably like, damn, I'm gonna be in freaking trouble.
Killed my brother.
Freaking
Yeah,
hell.
I was so scared.
You know, it was
How he was tired of you choking his ass.
this was I think before the
this was
choke.
before.
This was like when we were.
Is that why you got mad and you choked him?
This was like years later.
Hey man, I'm the big brother, and I'm getting choked.
You know what was scary? You know what side of the story I don't think about that? Because mom was home at that time and dad was at work.
Yeah,
and
Dad.
remember back then they like just came out with cell phones.
Yeah,
Bro.
So I don't think we had cell phones yet, or anything, or they just came out and
no, they came out with them. Like,
they were out, but it's like it wasn't like what they are now.
Yeah,
like
of
mom
course.
couldn't just call dad really quick and it's like boom right there.
Yeah.
It was just I just remember dad telling us a
Well,
story.
what were they then?
I mean they were. I don't know. It's like they just came out.
It's fucking
I
those.
don't remember.
When they just
Those
came out, you
singular-
could just call someone. Like, I don't know what
that's
you
the whole
mean.
point of a cell phone.
It was just. It's just.
Yeah, I
they
know
were
what
just
you mean.
not.
Yeah,
what they
we
are
know what you're
now.
saying.
It's
Go
like-
ahead.
Well, they had a
Singular
number
phone.
pad.
We know what you're saying. Go ahead.
I just
I
remember
don't.
dad coming home. Of course, Kyle doesn't. I just remember dad coming home and then he.
I'm
just sees,
older
like,
than you are. I know when the first real cell phone came out, dude, you literally picked it up and called people.
Okay, I understand, Kyle. But I just remembered our dad coming
Glad.
home and then he just sees like 2-3 ambulances in our driveway.
Shit.
But our mom didn't call him or anything. He just comes home and there they are.
Did you call 911?
I think my mom did.
No, you did.
Oh.
I remember you did because mom.
Did you
took care
say
of
he
him.
was choking you out?
No, that
that's
was
a
another
different
story.
story.
That was The choking out was.
What if in
years
that
later.
moment you Jeffrey Dahmered him?
Oh,
God.
It wasn't.
What do you do?
It's not like I was like actually choking him like I want to kill him. It's like
No.
we're like play fighting.
What if
you were
did?
play fighting,
Wrestling.
but he said he was actually
I was
mad at
actually
him, but
mad.
didn't realize the repercussions if he wouldn't have let go of his neck and then he would have died. How would you have
Yes.
felt?
Yeah. Like, what would you have done?
No shot. I wasn't even close to killing him.
Would
Something
you
like
have? Would you have acetized his flesh?
Oh my
All right, let's change the subject. What were you gonna say? You had something to say.
What were we talking about? Oh, my
Childhood
story was the same.
Oh, the beating.
Oh, God, I remember the day. It was a weekday.
Yeah, tell us the story.
It was a weekday. 19. No, I'm kidding. But I was in like 5th grade, and I had this friend that lived down the street. His name was Brian Thoman.
Is he watching this episode?
No, we're not friends anymore.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Brian. But
Was he cool?
yeah, he was.
Okay.
But anyway, that we had this creek that ran through the neighborhood where I
Where's
used
he
to
live?
live.
Where's Brian live now?
I don't know. I haven't seen Brian.
What's
in
he got?
years.
You have him on like Facebook?
We'll get to your story, Jay. Just
Yeah.
hold the fuck on. Rudy has a question.
I want to know more about.
So Brian, I met 3rd grade at Wessington Elementary. He was my first friend. Yeah.
I was just messing with you.
It lasted until like middle school, and then we met different people.
Oh,
But anyway, I was hanging out with him one day, and we had this creek that ran through the neighborhood, and Mom always said, hey, if you go somewhere, tell me like where you're going to be.
yes, sir.
Well, this day I didn't tell her where I was going to be, and I was gone for hours, and we were building this water slide in the creek. And didn't have a phone at that time, so Mom was just driving around the neighborhood, and she saw me, and she pulled out of the truck, and she yelled my name, Jason. I'm like, oh God.
You
I
knew.
get up there and I walk and I get in the car, and my mom always had this look in her eye like you knew she was pissed. And and she was mad.
I bet.
So I got home, and she gave me this spiel of how, like, you're supposed to tell me where you go, blah, 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 and all that. And she was like, you know what you get now, right? And I was like, yeah, I know what I get. She's like, all right, go to your room. And I had this belt in my closet that my mom had gotten me when I was like 7, and it had baseballs on it and it had my name on it, Jason, whatever. She said, all right, bend over the bed. And she spanked me a couple times. Oof. I got up. I was pissed off that I got spanked. And I said, that didn't hurt.
Big
mistake. She said, what'd you say? I said, that didn't hurt.
Hurt.
Yeah. Hurt.
Exaggeration on the T.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I'm about to make it hurt.
Ooh.
And she did. She spanked me once on my ass. It hurt.
Yeah.
So I put my hand there. She said, move your hand. And I didn't move it.
And she hit that
hand. She said, okay, no, she hit my back.
Oh.
Hit my back.
That was the Passion of the Christ in his bedroom.
Oh.
And
dude, mute that shit.
That's literally what came to my mind. But that's because I've seen the movie long.
but yeah.
Oh my god. That's the first thing I thought of. I can't help it.
Have you seen the movie?
Hit me in the back. Hit me on my ass. Hit me on my arm.
Dude, don't look at me like that. That look of disgust and disappointment, dude. I'm not making fun of him.
So yeah, after that I never got a spanking. That was my last spanking.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember after it was done, I went to the bathroom.
Cried.
Jason embedded in my skin from that belt and baseballs on my back and my ass.
Oof. Hey, but you learned.
I did.
You learned.
Did y'all schools ever have paddling?
No.
Yes.
Actually, yes, we did. Yes,
Mine
we did.
did.
Yeah, we did.
All the schools I went to growing up
never
had
got
paddling.
Yeah.
They drilled holes in the paddle, make them more aerodynamic.
Yes.
Yeah.
They could hit you harder.
Yep. I don't agree with that. I think the only thing I agree with as far as discipline and like spanking is your parents.
Listen, we had
somebody
a teacher,
else doing it. I don't agree with that.
We had a teacher in second. My second grade teacher's name was Miss Tuberville.
Missed
Tuberville?
Miss, like Miss.
Okay, it was like missed
Tuberville, but just with the last name Tuberville, you know she whacking your ass.
Oh yeah,
Tuberville.
she
bro.
about to. Hey, Kyle,
Not
you
me.
can say one about to tub your ass.
Kyle, I want to hear about because you said you only got spanked one time, and you said you were good after that.
Yeah, well,
how bad
Yeah,
was
I
the
don't.
spanking?
I actually don't remember exactly what I did. I just remember running to the kitchen and thinking I was safe with my back up against the
How
cabinet.
old were you, and like what was the situation?
I was
go in
probably. I don't remember exactly what I did. I probably mouthed off.
Oh, okay,
or go in detail.
Yeah,
on
you
the
seem
what
like
you remember?
you seem like you'd have a smart ass.
Oh yeah, you fucking.
I feel like that did you in trouble.
Your dad
boy.
said something. You're probably like, well, the vertical intricacy of the ratio.
I probably said something to
with the
I probably said
intellectual
something-
comment back.
Nah. I probably said something to my mother, and
Who spanked you?
then my dad found out about it.
us.
You tell.
That's the worst when
Then
it's-
pops found out.
That's the worst when they find out.
Mom was like, "All right,
Yeah.
listen, Theodore. Here's the situation. Look what transpired today."
I think
She
it's
told me, and then she told him what I did. I can't. I don't know what I probably mouthed off. I probably said something like "bitch" or something. I don't know.
I think it's better for your dad to find out, for your dad to see it unfold versus finding out later.
That would be worse finding out later, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember running to the kitchen sink and
'Cause he
putting
pro-
my back up against the cabinet because I felt like I was like safe. Nah, that man hit me from the side and I buckled on the floor and then he hit my ass again, bro.
How did he hit you?
What did he hit you with? A belt? Hand?
No,
What?
hand. Just hand.
Where? In the butt? Back? Shoulder?
From what I remember, it was just hand, bro.
Hey, your dad's got some good hand. Like, he's got some big
he's got
hands.
some meaty Polish
he's
sausages attached to
he's
his
a big
hand.
He
boy.
probably had a good ass day at work and then came home and was like, now I got to beat my son's ass.
He probably doesn't even remember this
Now I
because
gotta
hey,
beat
my
my
parents
son's
actually do watch this because I hear it every time one uploads. Why do you gotta say fuck so much? Listen,
Don't disrespect your parents on the pod right now.
Apologize.
I'm not
Apologize.
I'm not apologizing
Apologize.
or disrespecting for language.
Apologize.
Anyways, so he probably won't even remember the story, but
I hope he
yeah,
does.
dude, that made an impression. Listen,
With you disrespecting them again, just like that, he better remember. Do it again to you right
listen,
now.
I didn't disrespect them.
At this age, he needs to spank you right now.
Yeah.
When he sees this episode, he needs to get up and spank you.
That's when you say, "I'd like to see
Listen,
him
I'm
try."
old enough now where I'm going to defend myself if someone tries to hit me.
You would defend yourself against your father, really?
He's trying to hit me?
Really?
Well,
Wow. Interesting.
you going to let your old dad just clock you in the face?
Absolutely. He's my father.
What?
I'm not going to fight back.
I mean, if I did something to deserve it,
I
that's
think-
one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's what I mean.
think
I didn't do anything to deserve it.
If
right
out
now.
of spite your dad just came up and slocked you in the face, you'd be like,
for no reason.
"Okay, daddy."
For no reason.
yes,
He would never do that.
Well, neither
But
would
if he
my-
did-
If I did something and he's like, I'm mad at you
Well,
and I
you-
want to hit you and he hit me, I would not hit him back.
Well, exactly. Because
You would.
But what if he?
I think
Just,
what you're
He would
saying.
never do
You're
that.
saying
I know.
defend yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's you wouldn't like. Would you fight him? You wouldn't fight him.
if I need to defend, if I feel like it's a
Defend-
scenario where I needed to defend
I
myself,
would.
yes.
Yeah, I would.
He needed
Because the
to defend
implication
his
with
life.
defend yourself is you're going to get killed.
I think if you hit your father, the way you would feel right after, you would
Oh,
feel so bad.
I'm gonna-
I would
just
not do
thinking
it.
about it, of course.
I'm gonna say this right now.
But if someone's
I
trying to
would
kill
hit
me,
my
I'm
father.
Yeah.
You would hit your father?
Yes, in a flash of a light.
Yeah. Why? Well,
Because he's a piece of poop.
Sorry, buddy.
do you want to talk? Do you don't want to talk about this? I'm
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
My
saying?
dad's dead though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died.
Sorry, Jay.
Rip.
I don't say sorry because Jason doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, he's actually or
Yeah,
Yeah, he's actually dead.
oh, I thought you just meant like he. Oh, Sky, I know nothing.
Yeah,
I thought you
Kyle knows
meant.
nothing.
I thought you meant like
You
he
should
was like.
explain it.
I thought it was like one of those.
My
like,
parents-
He's dead
Wait,
to me.
wait. Before you go, can you please explain to Kyle like why? And then
Wait.
can you please explain the bowling story?
What,
Bowling
I get-
story.
What
I don't
I,
even
what
know
I
this.
meant by that question to not be personal about it is I thought what you really meant was he's dead to me. 'Cause
No,
I know nothing. So.
No, he is dead.
Oh wow, that's
He
crazy.
died. He died like last year, 2 days before my birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
he's like 75.
That's
My
old,
my
dude.
dad was old.
So he was, and how old are you?
I just turned 29.
Okay, so he was what 44 when he had you.
So yeah, both my mom. I think my mom's 67, and he was older than her. So yeah, my parents got divorced. Probably I don't know how old I was exactly, but probably like 4, maybe 3 or 4. And he only came back into my life a couple times, and one was playing baseball. And he got like visitation with me, and he took me out to the bowling alley one night. And I was 4 and we were bowling, and I went to go bowl the ball.
This is crazy.
And I dropped the bowling ball on my pinky, and it crushed the bone.
Oh, wait. You threw the ball, but
Well,
it dropped on your pinky.
Yeah, I guess when I went to release it, I was like 4 bowling by myself.
Yeah.
So I guess when I went to roll it or
I'm
whatever,
just trying to think of the logistics of the ball.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
all.
know.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
What?
Shut the
trying to think of
fuck.
Logistics of the ball.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm trying to think like how do you
I'm
throw?
trying
Did it like when you threw it? You throw it straight up in the air and it came down on your pinky?
well, I was 4. So,
Man, this ain't Pokemon, dog.
but anyway,
He ain't trying to catch them all. He's trying to knock them all down.
All right, go ahead, Jay.
it crushed the bone in the tip of my pinky. Like I don't. Can you see it?
Actually, I can see it from here. Yeah, I see it.
But anyway, it crushed
Can you show?
the bone.
Can you show them? It'll probably.
You could see it. You could see it from here, plain as day.
But it crushed the bone and it split the skin all the way down to this knuckle right here.
So your bone was showing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Close to
remember
it.
seeing it, but it was
Maybe
bad.
some bleeding muscle tissue.
But I
yeah.
mean, you got to think you're a 4-year-old.
was
How
all
like
fucked up.
how fragile you are at that age.
How small,
Small,
yeah.
Ball mess you up.
But my dad had me then. He
ball mess you up.
he put a bunch of Band-Aids on it and a bag of ice, and we still stayed at the bowling alley for another hour and a half. And we went home, and my mom was having dinner with my brother and his wife, I think, at the time. And I come walking in the door, and I had this bloody ice pack on my hand with all these Band-Aids. And my mom's like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
Oh, he just smashed his finger on a bowling ball.
I feel like that's a normal reaction for 25 years ago, though, for a dad to be like, "Yeah, he just smashed his finger." I
Yeah.
feel like that's a normal dad
Maybe.
reaction.
And then she took the ice off my finger or whatever, and she took Band-Aids off, and she was taking a Band-Aid off and skin was coming with it or whatever because it had sliced.
Maybe that's a little different, but as far as like the initial,
she was so mad at him, and I remember the hospital visit plain as day. My brother was there, my mom and his wife, and I was sitting on the hospital bed, and they were trying to numb my pinky so they could stitch it back or whatever, and they were putting that lidocaine in, and the fluid was coming out the other end of my pinky, so they couldn't numb my pinky, so they just decided to stitch it up, and my brother was behind me having to hold me, and his wife was behind him having to hold me to keep me still.
Wow. I remember when you told the story, I felt like your skin was coming off this way and then like this way.
It probably was. It was crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
crazy.
How?
Dang, boys, we
What? That bowling ball must have been heavy as fuck. What
Probably an
did he
adult
put
ball.
you in, dog?
I don't know. He's just trying to kill me like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
who you said Kyle has how much? How
hour
much?
18 on my face cam.
Well, when we started, I said send an alarm at hour 15.
Yeah, so we got 3 minutes.
So we got 3 minutes until your face can go night night. Hey man, we got. Never mind.
What else?
We're gonna have to wrap up. We're gonna have to probably wrap up right now.
You think so, Jay?
Rob?
Jay, what do you say? Yeah, how's your
what do you
first
have to
pod?
say to the viewers? What do you think of the first pod? What do you think?
You
It
want
was
to come back?
Overall experience.
It was fun.
You want to come back?
Yeah, for
We
sure.
can honestly just sit here and talk like this without the cameras too. It's fun.
Yeah.
There's been so many times where we would just sit like this with no cameras and just it's fun.
It is.
You
It's
would
kind of
think,
cool that you get to hear yourself.
So you've watched some podcasts. You would think that we're kind of just trying to put on a show, but it's more of a we're just
Get in
capturing a
you're in
conversation
the moment.
we'd be having anyways.
Yeah.
Try to, yeah, we try to go for that.
Well, it's hard because
It's
Jay,
not forced.
yeah, I have a question for you. So now that you have a camera on you, do you think you're 100% your true self right now?
Yeah.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I am.
I think so. Jay's
I don't think
always
anybody can
Jay's
be.
always been natural, I think.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm acting any different.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe more under control than I.
Yeah,
would
exactly.
be.
So
Yeah, we don't want to get canceled.
Well, yeah, I'd
around
be
here.
doing some.
yeah, we don't want to get canceled.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Andrew
guys.
Tate, shout out Andrew Tate.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of R2K. We really
Drain the
appreciate
swamp.
it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Take the red pill.
And again, we are R2K, the number 2 podcast in the
Matrix.
world. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.